Welcome back. Past and present trauma, part 2. So, if you are asking yourself why you can't remember parts of your childhood, your mind is not broken, and neither are you. Your mind is simply protecting you. So, it is not broken, it just protects you because subconsciously, when you were a child, that's what you asked your mind to do. We are very powerful as children because we're innocent, we're very connected, and we fix our inner being quickly in order to cope with the environment. So when difficult experiences come forth, we have ways of suppressing them. We have mechanisms. We see instinctively know how to do it and intuitively know how to do it, and intelligently. We are highly intelligent when we're children. It's just through innocence we don't know it. So and it's meant to be like that so that we go through the process of innocence. Now, as we develop our left brain and we function in the world and we become smart enough to cope in everyday life, we leave those things behind and then we can't remember them. And as a result, because they usually difficult events or traumatized events, they become part of the subconscious space within our intellect, within our mental body. So that is projected onto the canvas of our lives, and we live it and relive it without knowing what we are living because we can't remember. But memory itself has to do with what's good for our survival in this instance. Memory does a lot of things, of course, but in this case, that's what it does. In order for us to move forward and survive, it creates a block. It creates the mind closes and it says, no, you're not gonna remember that. It will be into the subconscious, so you won't be able to reach it every day. But unfortunately, the subconscious is another way of coming up because it has to come up so we'll heal it, especially when we are adults. It does that because it tries to protect the child that we are. But then as adults we have to remember in order to elevate all those experiences and transcend those experiences, transform them and move on a higher vibration. So if we want to evolve, we have to remember. But the key here is when you do it consciously, when you're guided and you go in, as we do in this method, you remember in a more profound way. You don't just remember what you have forgotten, but you remember how much light you are, and you see what the mind is doing to protect you, and you align everything at once. It's the most magnificent thing to remember through light and remember the truth of why you went through that experience. And that way, memory isn't just a memory of the trauma, but it's the memory of the power in you to go through the trauma. And that's the true healing, to bring forth the light and the power of who you truly are. And in that way, the trauma, when you remember, doesn't cause you more pain. I don't agree with shallow therapy where, we just talk about a trauma and we remember what happened to us. No. We remember, but we go in with light and we change it. We don't carry it like a cross to bear. Trauma is not to be messed with. It's enough we went through it once. We do not want to be experiencing it again and again. So the way we go back to it and we remember it, it's what provides the healing. All right, thank you.